私は過根節のイルーシア。この国を守るために共に頑張りましょう。追撃しろ。過根節のために作戦を執行する。10年前あの出来事が起こって以来、私はもうそのような感情を忘れてしまいました。この手でヴィンセントを葬る時こそ、私の罪が償われる時。
Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be doing Ilucia's 5 Gates of Fate. And with Ilucia, I just quickly stole the set of gear from Juggler to throw it onto her. I think that should be enough. She's running level 5 Pirate Raiders, and she's in her very basic class as Sailor. So not too much needs to be said. Beyond that, let's jump in and get started with her first Gate of Fate. Oh, I should also mention in terms of the bonding for her. Right? So quickly bringing that up. Let's just jump over. In terms of bond unlocks, her 4th bond is unlocked by using Knight of Mystery, and her 5th bond is unlocked with Oliver's help. But some of her battles also unlock other heroes. Of note, for her 4th Gate of Fate, you should also use Melpani, because that's how Melpani unlocks her bond. Clicking on Melpani quickly. Right. Help Ilucia complete her Gate of Fate number 4. So if I can bring 2 heroes to it, I'll have to bring Knight of Mysteries as well as Melpani there. In any case, let's go back to Ilucia and get her Gate of Fate done. This should be the first 3 battles, which means I don't need to bring anyone yet. It'll just be Ilucia with someone else. So the first one is win within 4 rounds and no one from your team was killed. Here we go. Report for Her Highness the Princess. What? I'm sorry for interrupting the rest, Princess Melpani. This is the box returned by the housekeeper. Please give it to the Lord Regent right away. Whew. Lucky it was you who came knocking, Mr. Soldier. If Lady Ilucia knew I had fallen asleep in the meeting room, I'd really be in trouble. Though, such a gorgeous box. It must be important to Lady Ilucia. I better keep it safe. I'd better take it back to the meeting room. Ah. What the? There's a chair at the door. Ow, that really hurt my knee. Thankfully, the box is still... Ah! When did the lock on the box break open? And the contents are gone? Huh? This book on the floor. After the war against darkness, life in Caconsis returned to normal. Huh? So the box contains a book of records of Caconsis' past. This is exactly what I've been trying to find out. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to take a quick look, right? Queen Champaniel sent Admiral Waller and General Serena to deal with the matter. Seems like strengthening the patrols has had some effect. There haven't been many bandits around here recently. Although I hear that the situation in the north is rather grim. Are you okay on your own? Because today... There are many things that still need to be done in Caconsis. For the sake of the people's safety, you ought to take your patrol seriously. Don't just run all over the place. The camp is up ahead. I can get back on my own. You'd best hurry back to the north. I bet she was expecting it to be a date, and here Waller is just giving her orders. Princess, what are you looking at? You seem enthralled by something. What? Ah, Lady Ilucia, I didn't mean to open the box. Ah, so you're reading the story of Admiral Waller and General Serena. I'm quite familiar with this story. If the princess would like to know more, I can tell it to her myself. I can tell it to you myself? Could you? Of course. It is the duty of the regent to aid Her Highness's personal growth. Even my secrets are no secrets to you. In any case, this book contains little more than something interesting. This book contains little more than some interesting things from my youth, but that was a long time ago. As for Admiral Waller and General Serena, that's a long story. Actually, I came because I wanted to tell you something. Today will be my last day serving you, Admiral. I have already submitted my request to Queen Shaphaniel. Tomorrow, I will leave your unit and take charge of Caconsis' garrison in the south. So sudden. Is this really the decision you have decided upon? Thank you for your care this long while, Admiral. Now, please allow me to escort you back to the camp one last time. You've really made up your mind? Yes. Oh, then when will you be back? Perhaps never in my lifetime. The camp is just up ahead. I will take my leave here. I hope to see you again, Admiral Waller. I hope that you may obtain true happiness, Serena. Goodbye. It's just, these long nights are going to be hard to bear on my own. Oh, how did it end up here? Now what was the direction? Now what direction was the camp? If Serena were here right now, this sort of thing wouldn't happen. Boss, that looks like a Caconsis soldier. We're just bandits. We're not out to kill people. Then should we just let him go? Do Caconsis soldiers have anything of value on them? After all the time you spent with me, you still don't know this? Well, patrols who go out at night like this are often slacking on the job. Alright boys, let's teach this guy a lesson. Got it. Leave it to me. Oh, bandits. I thought it might have been Serena coming to rescue me. Though, is this cemetery really your hideout? No wonder we've never been able to track you down, you slippery devils. Brothers, don't be afraid. Go! Bring me the uniform of this silver-tongued soldier. Hey, honestly, you guys are bandits. Shouldn't you be out plundering? How dare you act so brazenly? Okay. So let's just bring Lena then. And there are a lot of enemies actually, even further in the north. So you actually get a Melpani as well. Maybe I'll just bring Luna for the mobility buff she provides and a faction buff on her. Alright, good enough. Let's go. Huh? It sounds like it's a bunch of righteous thieves. These kinds of people are still considered bad guys, right, Lady Ilucia? War brings only pain. Sometimes there's more than meets the eye, Princess. The wealth of Caconsis today is thanks to the hard work of the people and the wisdom of their ancestors, but in those times, what Caconsis lacked most was soldiers. The reason was that some soldiers who were once loyal to their country lost their faith in their homeland due to the war. To feed their families, they were driven to become rogues and bandits. Alrighty, so win within 4 rounds, no one from the team was killed. So if I, let's say, Wind God Realm quickly, and maneuver here, or up here, you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fashion buff. So this should allow my characters to move as far as they can, such as doing this, to have sanctioned down all these enemies, having Ilucia charge up and I guess Triton, and having Melpani regenerate. Oh, interesting. And Waller came down to strengthen. And get attacked. Huh. So you really are. Is this how it feels when Serena isn't by my side? I wonder if it's too late to ask her to come back. Sometimes, I think I'd really like to see someone teach the Admiral a lesson. But it takes a lot out of you, keeping a grudge against someone. Bad news, boss. There's someone coming. Serena? Sorry I'm late, Admiral. Apologies, everyone. I'm taking this person with me. How savage! Brothers, attack! convenient. So I'm going to assume I didn't trigger clocks, and so I have to launch a black hole here, rather than using clocks to wipe out all the enemies. Yeah, let's just black hole like this then. I can't control. Oh, I do control this. But why don't I have? I'll have Ilucia move up and do a 2-range attack with those pirates. I'll have Luna attack. Let's just move Serena out of the way. And finally, might as well have... Ooh, wow. Wilder decides to charge up. What the heck? That's fine though. Because he's ranged character, he doesn't get targeted. Instead, Luna gets targeted. And those pirate raider soldiers take out the remaining thieves. You're safe now, Admiral. Oh, Serena. No one from the 4 rounds. No one from your team was killed. Then get 5 memory shards of Ilucia and whatever. Admiral, let's go. I'll escort you back to the camp. Also, when I'm not around in the future, you shouldn't go out alone at night. I suddenly remembered some questions that I didn't get the chance to ask you before. Could you say my name again? What is this, Admiral? Say my name again. Wilder? Good. Now for the following question, please answer as concisely as possible. Firstly, if we had to do this all over again, would you still be willing to be my adjutant? I would be willing. Second, if faced with insurmountable odds, would you unite with me in battle or would you flee? Unite with you, of course. Third, who have I spent the longest time with in the military? Me? Who are you? Serena. Good. Now for the last question. If a man and a woman formally become lovers, what kind of arrangement do they enter? Marriage? Good. Now those are all my desires. What? Admiral? I hope the timing of my saying this is not too late. What does Admiral Wilder mean by these questions? Unless putting those answers together? Ah, I understand! Admiral Wilder! Oh my god. Huh? So what Admiral Wilder was trying to say was that, of course he was willing to marry Serena? He really was reserved. If it weren't for all their years working alongside each other, it would have been impossible to deduce such a meaning from his words. After all, nobody would declare their intention in such a veiled sense as that. Perhaps that was the nature of their special relationship. One who is obviously no good at expressing their feelings, and another who is entirely devoted to studying tactics. One who closely guards their hearts, and another who takes this valuable companionship for granted. If it weren't for those bandits, I'm afraid they would have missed this entirely due to their respective personalities. By the way, that portrait in the journal, it must be General Serena, right? She looks quite similar to you, Lady Ilucia. It would be good if the princess could use such acute observational abilities in her studies. Ah, Lady Ilucia, look! There's another portrait on the last page of this diary. It looks familiar. Could it be Lord Landius? Can you tell me his story too? So, second one. Angelina's Woes. Marry me. Are these 2 little words really so difficult to say? Feats. Ilucia defeats 2 enemies, and no one from your team was killed. Okay. Lady Ilucia, did you know? Oliver. He often tells me things about Lord Landius. But there isn't much recorded about Lord Landius. One always hears the same stories repeated. I just wish I could learn more about him. Landius? Well, I'm afraid my knowledge of him is limited to after he became the Kingdom Defender. However, I have heard of a secret told by his sister. Under the rule of Queen Stephaniel, Caconsis became a rich and prosperous country. Thereupon, the general at that time, that is, Miss Angelina, resigned from her post and began a journey westwards together with Landius, the kingdom defender. Whew, I think we're safe here. Hey Landius, are you doing this on purpose? Insisting on visiting the palaces of every country and besieged by princes everywhere. Well, you are the second princess of Caconsis after all. Such basic etiquette must be observed, or else it might lead to diplomatic tensions between our countries. Alright, I know you're the kingdom defender of Caconsis. You practically talk of nothing else. If I'd known I'd be pursued by princes this entire journey, I would have preferred to stay in Caconsis as a general. Your expectations are too high. That prince who stopped you on the boat today seemed quite handsome. He may have been a bit fierce looking, but he explained to you that the scar was from a hunting accident when he was a child. And I think he has a good demeanor too. He's not hurried or impatient. Even in the face of your ferociousness, he appeared calm and confident. He didn't seem bothered at all by your lack of femininity. Wow! The amount of words he's saying to Angelina. Enough! Seems like you're just desperate to get rid of me. If you don't want to travel with me, just say so. Quit trying to give me away to some prince. Are you that desperate to not see me anymore? Huh? Weren't we talking about your suitors? You misunderstand me. I see through you, Landius. Did I do something wrong? Being this oblivious is a crime. It really should be. I'm so angry. That scoundrel Landius. He knows how I feel about him, and he still said that on purpose to make me angry? Surely he doesn't expect me to confess out loud. Ah, Miss Angelina is back. Now let me through already. Haha, don't even think about taking Miss Angelina from me. How in the world did they find out where I'm staying again? It's such a remote location. Ah, I've had enough! Can't you leave me in peace? Why is it that you always appear in the absolute worst moment? Now show me what you've got. Alrighty. So I guess I can probably keep the exact same party, right? Just have Lana charge forward and AoE these enemies. Let's begin. Don't tell me that Angelina married one of these three princes in the end? It's too early to judge now, Lady Melania. The most exciting part is yet to come. Miss Angelina, why? What is the meaning of this? So, once again, Ilucia has to defeat two enemies, while no one is killed. So, why don't I just win God Realm just like before? Maneuver forward and faction buff. That allows Lana to charge up 5 tiles and toss out a black hole, which wipes out 4 enemies. I've come to propose to you. Please marry me. I will make you happy. I'm sorry. Please don't come find me again. I'm already taken. What? You never said anything about getting married before. Are you just making this up in order to avoid me? If you marry me, I guarantee I'll make you the wealthiest woman in the world. Sorry, I'm not after wealth. Not happiness, not wealth? Then what is it you want? Surely not this handsome face of mine. It doesn't matter. If you're willing, this prince will give you everything he has. I thank His Highness for his kindness. As for what I want, actually it's nothing special. If you really want to know the answer, then I suppose it's my childhood dream. That iconic silver hair, that red scarf, and that necklace that bonds us. My only wish is for him to remain by my side forever. Then why didn't you say so? Tomorrow I'll dye my hair white, and I'll be sure to prepare a red scarf. Even so, you couldn't be him. Oh, You're busy, Miss Angelina. More suitors here to propose. Hey, I suggest you leave. Miss Angelina already has her heart set on someone. Oh, then I'll come back later. Wait, stop right there. That irksome white hair and that iconic red scarf. Surely you're not Miss Angelina's sweetheart? Huh? It's him? Then what are we waiting for? Attack! Okay. So he appears and more enemies are spawned. And I need Ilucia to kill at least 2 enemies. Well, let's just move her up and have her traitor. And I'm just gonna have Melania move up and regenerate. Not going to move Landius. Ilucia goes charging forward, or sorry, Angelina goes charging forward though. Ilucia will quickly wipe out 2 enemies for me, just like this. And allow Lana to wipe out the rest. Actually, Angelina is wiping out a lot too. Go figure. So, taking a look for it again. Yep, looks good. So now Lana can have in sanction, kill off the rest. Ah, so the person General Angelina really has feelings for is Landius, right? That's got to be the case, right? Then why does Lord Landius refuse to respond to General Angelina's feelings directly? Haha, many things depend on chance. Otherwise, how could 2 people possibly meet each other in such a massive world? As for achieving the desired result, that requires some courage. Ah, clear at last. Landius, you won't get away this time. Ah, what on earth happened? Don't tell me you used me to escape those 3 princess marriage proposals again? You idiot. Don't you know that I said those words intentionally for your sake? Do you really still not get it? What? My heart! My heart has always been yours alone. Shouldn't I be the one saying that to you? What? It really worries me that even someone as straightforward as you would talk about marriage openly to me. Since we've said this much, I suppose I can't hide anymore. Marry me, Angelina. Ah, I will. That was random. So he needed her to confess to him first before doing anything? And why? What happens with Lestel? Yeah. You are a fortunate girl. It's just that it seems my period of guardianship has come to an end. I'm glad that you never got mixed up with the demons. Yeah, and then the other question is, how did Matthew, with his half-demon blood, come into being then? Probably Landius getting multiple wives. So, Angelina is the first wife and then Lestel is the second, I guess? In the days to come, I hope you will enjoy happiness, Landius. So Ilucia defeats 2 enemies. No one from your team was killed. Moving on. Huh? Did I mishear you? In the story you told just now, you mentioned someone I've never heard of. Who was she? Oh, I don't know much about her. All I know is that her name is Lestel. Lestel was not from Caconsis like us. Actually, she was a demon. Also, I heard that it was thanks to her protection that Angelina and Landius were spared from demon attacks on their journey. Oh, so Lord Landius married General Angelina in the end. Then, are brother and I descendants of those 2? Melania, you and Oliver are the crown heirs of Caconsis. Of course, you are descendants of Queen Shaphaniel's bloodline. I see. Then, who was Lady Shaphaniel's lover? Haha. As for the affairs of Queen Shaphaniel, that's another story altogether. Go. So, battle number 3. 1001 confessions. 1,000 rejections simply require 1,001 proposals. Defeats 6 enemies within 2 turns, and Ricky is not defeated. 1,001 confessions. Oh my god, what a name for a battle. Don't tell me they're descendants of Ricky. That would be the worst. I'd rather they be descendants of Landius than Ricky, frankly. Well, in any case though, let's just continue. So, begin. Then let me guess, who is Lady Shafiniel's partner? Based on the story, it can be inferred that Lord Landis' lover was General Angelina, and Admiral Wyler's lover was Serena. Amongst those remaining, it doesn't seem like there were many who were single, unless Shafiniel's partner was General Alfred? Do you think that you share the traits of General Alfred? Doesn't seem like it. It's really hard to guess from the appearance of Brother and I who our other ancestor might be. After all, Lady Shafiniel's genes are too strong. Unless Lord Ricky? Oh, Ricky. Lady Melpani's mention of him has really brought back some dusty memories. Another beautiful day. Seeing such sunny weather really raises my spirits. Huh? What's the cause for such a sweet smile so early in the morning, Queen Shafiniel? Could it be my handsomeness? ... What? You mean the supply ship was raided by bandits on its way back? Sorry, my queen, we failed in our duty. However, just now, with Lord Ricky's assistance, we managed to reclaim the supplies. That's right, it was me. I got back your precious supply ship for you. Now, don't I deserve a kiss? Please keep public and private affairs separate, General Ricky. General Wyler, how much longer until we reach the north? The soldiers are verging on exhaustion. Perhaps we should stop. Oh, alright, then let's take a short break right here. My dear, beautiful Shafiniel, please don't concern yourself with such trifling matters. Don't worry, I, Ricky, will handle this for you. Everyone, I've prepared a hot meal for you all. Come and get it. Food, let's go. I'm starving. General Ricky, you really are thoughtful. Stop. There's no need to say thank you. I've heard it 1,000 times. Since you wish to express your gratitude, how about we take our relationship a step further? I'm sorry, Ricky. Thank you for your contribution to Countess, but we don't suit each other. The woman that I both love and hate, but Ricky is not one to give up easily. So even if you refuse me 1,000 times, I'm still going to make you my bride. Shafiniel, don't leave me. Ricky really is a potter. After all these years of friendship, how can I express myself so as not to hurt him? To tell him I'm already engaged, but if I know him, he's going to keep asking questions. I can't lie to him. And I've already been telling him all along that things will never work out between us, so why is he still chasing me? It's no good. I will just have to give up this friendship. But what should I say? This is... Where am I? It's so dark. What is this place? Shika. Bride Shika. Okay. So she randomly gets dropped into a portal where she's going to be the bride? Whatever. Defeat 6 enemies within 2 turns, and Ricky is not defeated. Let's attack. Sigh. Seems as though everyone has to learn to deal with all kinds of emotional issues when they grow up. Actually, I think Lord Ricky is really nice, thoughtful and full of life. Though he can be a little rowdy sometimes, he's gentle. Marrying someone like that would make for a happy future, right? Your Highness, you are still young. There are many things that you do not understand. You see, love really is a very important experience in one's life. But its ending is bittersweet. After all, there's a truth people learn when they grow up. which is that the person you like may not be the person that suits you.
ターゲットは行動スタート。
So if Lena moves down and tosses a black hole, I can hit just 2 enemies. So what if
準備
I
完了。
win God Realm as
一人も
usual
逃しません。
to allow the characters
消
to
えな
move
さい。
further?
準備
I
完
should
了。
move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, something like that. That's probably a bit too much, so maybe I'll place her here instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more than enough.
一人も
Let's
逃
just
し
do
ません。
that.
消えなさい。
And that way I can move down like this. Oops.
ターゲットは
If I target this gargoyle, I can hit all 4 enemies here
今です。
and kill them off.
どのような状況ですか？
And if I have Ilucia, range attack, those pirates crushed that enemy there too. And then I just have to maybe regenerate Ilucia. A group of people in masks. Where am I? Is this cave their home? Shika, the tribe chief's prophecy came true. A bride really did come down to find me. Seems like I've gotten mixed up in some strange tribe. Shika, marry me, my bride. Looks like I'll have to settle this with force. Sorry for this. Tornado. And a single target hit on Shafaniel doesn't kill her, which is all I'm expecting. Ah, Shafaniel, you really are here. I was confused just now as to why I heard your voice from below. Now's not the time for chit-chat. Let's deal with the problem at hand. Ah, really? You mean that group of masked weirdos? Alright, don't worry. Leave it to me. Shika, are you here to steal my bride? Unforgivable. Shika, it's time to show the unity of the Shika tribe. Take back my bride, Shika.
ターゲットは
Well, whatever. It's not like I need Ricky to kill anyone. So if I just move Lena over here and Heaven Sanction,
勝負どころです。
they all die. Gosh, the Shika people are sending forth their entire tribe for the sake of one bride? This seems like a bit too much for Lord Ricky and Lady Shafino to deal with alone, doesn't it? Princess, do you still remember what I told you? When encountering an enemy that's less powerful but greater in numbers, what should one do? If I'm not mistaken, it's escape, right? Run now! If you get through the forest, you'll see Wilder's troops. Leave this to me, your highness. Even if that group of Shika tribesmen take me back as their hostage, I will let no harm come to you. Still keeping your sense of humor even while escaping. That sure is your style, alright. If we go together. As the Queen of Kakonsis, how could I abandon my partner for my own safety? Bride Snatcher, stop! I thought you said the Shika were just a bunch of forest savages. How are they so organized? Looks like to escape these guys, we'll just have to. Forgive me for this, Lady Shafaniel. Huh? Hey, we shouldn't be holding hands just yet. Don't let him take away my bride. Light the fire. Stop them. These beautiful flames are like the flicker in your eyes when I see you, Shafaniel. Let us disappear into the fire together. I refuse! There we go. So, first 3 battles done so far. Why do I feel like Lady Shafino escaped from one trap only to fall into another? Though I really never expected it, even the gentle Lady Shafino could be pushed to the limits of her emotions. So what kind of boy does Her Highness Melpani like? Huh? That question. Well, I haven't really thought about it yet, Lady Ilucia. Yes, you're still young, Melpani. These are your beautiful, carefree years. It's just that if I could reverse time and return to my childhood, or to the years before I met him, Kakonsis would be very different now. Lady Ilucia, what did you say? Nothing. It's just that some unpleasant things have stirred up in my memory just now. So the final ending for Lady Shafino and Lord Ricky was they each formed their own happy families. That's a shame. I thought that with Lady Ricky's unremitting efforts, Lady Shafina would surely accept him. Then who was my other ancestor? Yes, so who was it? One day, time will clear away all misgivings and let you see the truth for yourself, my princess. So they don't actually say who it is? Probably Landius. Time to do the fourth one, Guardian Knight. So for this battle, Ricky is not defeated and win the battle from 4 rounds. I also have to use both Oliver as well as the Knight of Mysteries for this fight. So I'm going to want to gear up Knight of Mysteries. Oliver has zeroed a set of gear for now. Knight of Mysteries will probably just take items from Rachel. And then we'll be ready to go. Actually, I think I have some items just sitting here that can be used. So maybe I won't even have to bother removing everything from Rachel. Yeah, like these items were Dietlitz's 2 pieces of gear when she was in her infantry class. She currently isn't. So as a result, they're just sitting around. So I took the weapon and the accessory from Rachel. The other 2 were just Dietlitz's pieces of equipment. Alright, so she's geared up, has 4,000 power now, roughly. And let's click on Ilucia and jump into the Gate of Fate to do Guardian Knights. Knights, who needs them? A princess is already the strongest thing in the world. Okay. It seems like the heroes of this land all experience emotional turmoil in one way or another. Oh right, Lady Ilucia. Our country had an airship too, right? The airships. What's their secret? The airships are some of the oldest means of transportation in Gilas. Piloting them requires profound knowledge of magical technology. The people who fly by airship crossed the vast ocean to reach our continent. Their home is a land known as Elsalia. The land of Elsalia. What a nice name. I wish I could ride on an airship and go on adventures overseas. As the crowned heir to Caconsis, you and Lord Oliver must grow up safely and in good health. As regent, I ought to reject any proposal to travel to Elsalia. I'm sorry, Lady Ilucia. As Ilucia, however, I very much hope to be able to accompany the princess and prince on a journey to Elsalia. Seriously? Could we really? Lady Ilucia? Of course, however, travel plans like this will have to wait until you're grown up. Right, I believe that under the protection of Lady Ilucia and our Lady Knight of Mystery, brother and I will grow up strong and healthy. Then, Lady Ilucia, do you think you could tell me a story about the land of Elsalia? Alright, Your Highness. Allow me to tell you the story of General Alfred. Hello? Is this General Alfred's line? Miss Claret? Huh? What's with the cold tone? Is that really Alfred? Don't tell me it's Ricky pretending to be him. Hey, have I not learned how to impersonate him well enough? How did you see me through me so fast? Give me the mirror, Ricky! Huh, I wanted you to act for a little longer too, but who told you to use the same nasty tricks each time? But I'm here to talk serious business with you guys this time. You guys must have heard too. Today's Kalsaf has democratized and become the most expansive country in Elsalia. Well, it seems the services of this monarch are no longer needed, so I'm going to travel to Ingiles. What? So soon? Then will you come to Regensburg? In theory, I will go first to Caconsis. As for Regensburg, it depends on my mood. Hey, Ricky, let me talk with Claret too. Alright, I understand. Then I'll see you in Caconsis. Yeah, I still need to pack my things. We'll be in touch then. Then what about me? Hey, Claret! Beep, 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 beep. These mirrors have a ringtone? It seems the signal was lost. Oh, I suddenly remembered. Chappaniel needs me for something. Well, see you later, Alfred. Ricky, I won't let you go so easily this time. Stop! Honestly, you've been eating and drinking the entire way from Regensburg to Caconsis, and even now that we've reached Caconsis, you still want to freeload off me? Shh, shh, keep your voice down. Actually, I just thought that you must be lonely on your own in such a big palace, so I thought I might accompany you. Besides, I've been rather tight for funds recently. After all, I only just got promoted to general. Building up the unit has been rather costly. Can't you lend me a bit of cash? I suspect that it's just because I live closest to the royal palace of Caconsis, right? That way it's easier for you to go and visit Claret. Even the reason you took me to go guard the port early this morning? What? Even the reason you told me to go guard the port early this morning was so that you could welcome Claret, right? You thirsty dog! Very, very thirsty indeed. Ha ha ha! That's the Ricky I know. Though the weather today is rather grim. I hope this fog doesn't affect the airship's navigation. But bad news, Lord Alfred. Demons have captured Caconsis port. What? Oh, you get to deploy a ton of characters. Alright, so I have to deploy Knight of Mysteries and Oliver. Wow, they're really far down, aren't they? Knight of Mysteries. There we go. There's Melania as well. And just double checking. Ricky is not defeated and win the battle in 4 rounds, so just tossing down an AoE attacker should be fine. Like Lena. And let's begin. This looks good. Why does Ricky have, or why does Oliver have Leviathans on him? Bizarre. I guess they're my strongest soldier that he has access to. Huh? Though, I've honestly never heard of this Claret before. Is she a hero from Elsalia? Miss Claret was actually the queen of a kingdom in Elsalia called Kalsaf. At that time, she came to Yelis to find the man who killed her father. Then by chance, she became friends with Queen Chappaniel. Her biggest wish was to establish Kalsaf as a democratic country and transfer power to the people. Under her tireless efforts, her wish was eventually realized. If I remember correctly, this was the first time she had returned to Yelis. Then she discovered the truth about the fog. Whatever. Oh, let's launch the AoE. Oh, my AoE can't hit everyone, so... whatever. Let's just have it in section anyways. Wipe them all out. And I'll just avoid the Sakurai for now. It has sleep and desiccate, so shouldn't be too hard to avoid. Just move up. Regenerate. And make sure I'm out of range by moving here. Oh, there's more characters above. Haha. Alright. So, if I just have Lena tot of black hole on these enemies, it'll wipe out the remaining 3. And I guess I'll keep moving up. What a mess. Seriously. So many terrible characters. Well, Ricky and Alfred are kind of fighting there. That's fine. Ilucia will kill off at least one of the harpies. And continue to maneuver forward. So, Ilucia gets rid of another harpy.
準備はバッチリさ。
行動は言葉より雄弁だ。
Can't even get into range to attack.
自分のことはちゃんと守りますか
So maybe I'll just heal up
ら。これでも
Alfred
食らいな
now.
さい。
次の目標は何？
行動は言葉より雄弁
Oh
だ。
wait, do I have a 2 range attack? I don't, but the soldiers do. Because of their Earth Elf Knights. So let's have the soldiers attack.
準備はバッチリさ。
Lana move up.
準備はバッチリ
Same
さ。
with Oliver. Alfred gets rid of one. Ricky strikes the other. It's now turn 3. I have to win the battle in 4 rounds, so this is fine. And there we go. Huh? Truth about the fog. What's that? Now that's somewhat difficult to explain. All you need to know, Your Highness, is that due to the malfunctioning of a certain ancient technology, the weather control system failed, causing airships to lose their way in the fog. I see. Then it seems riding an airship is something that requires some courage. Then what about Miss Claret? With General Alfred's protection, she must have landed at Caconsis port safely, right? Well, you see, this is how it happened. Damn it, the demons just keep coming. Ricky, maybe you should go and ask Queen Shafiniel for aid? Ask her to send some soldiers to help us. How could I do that? My relationship with her is at a very precarious stage. I can't just give it all up for the sake of you. Or for your sake. Hey, you're not really thinking of ditching me and running, are you? Hey, don't say it like that. Shafiniel may be a no-go, but I can go find Landius. So, just hold on, Alfred. I'll send someone to come soon. Hey! I knew that guy Ricky wasn't trustworthy. Looks like I have to rely on myself. I cannot let the demons attack Claret's airship. Roar. Show me what you've got. Huh, my nose. You really are too much. Don't even think about bruising my face today. After all this time, Alfred, you haven't changed a bit. Hey, need some help? Claret? Heroine saving hero. So, Ricky is not defeated. Win the battle in 4 rounds. That really was a close fight. Good thing you showed up when you did, Claret. You really haven't changed a bit, although the Yelas I remember almost never had foggy days. Fog? That. I heard it's got something to do with some sort of weather control system, but as you know, I don't really understand these things. How does Alfred already know this? Wasn't Claret supposed to figure this out? Anyways. Weather control system? Sounds interesting. Hey, Claret, where are you going? Aren't we going to Caconsis Royal Palace? It seems there are more intriguing matters at hand. As for the visit to Caconsis, it can be left for later. Hey then, wait for me! Hey, Claret! Huh? The story of General Alfred and Miss Claret. It seems kind of different from the other stories, right? Haha, perhaps that's just the unique charm of General Alfred. He has charm. Then, was the weather control system the main cause of the fog, Lady Ilucia? It seems this is a question I can't know the answer to. Then once I grow up, you can tell me more. Come to mention it, though I really do admire General Alfred, Lady Ilucia, why are you always by yourself? Don't you feel lonely? Lonely? Perhaps I'm just used to it. If it wasn't for him, or if none of that had happened, I imagine that Caconsis would be quite a different sight today. Okay, 4th battle done, 60 Trinity Crystals there. A young girl's story, yet how can it become the deepest pain this heart has ever known? Vincent is not defeated, send 3 or less heroes into battle. Okay. Never noticed it before, but Lady Ilucia seems to get quite agitated when she's alone. Is she worried about the future of Caconsis? I really wish I could grow up faster so that I can share her burden. I think I need to change the subject. I can't let Lady Ilucia keep worrying about matters of the state. Lady Ilucia. Yes, my princess? I got a question. Why do you always hide your true appearance? Don't you think it creates a sense of distance with people? Lady Ilucia? You can't go on fighting. I need to find a way to end this quickly. Crap, there's no escape from this encirclement. Whew, I didn't expect to encounter such a tough bunch on my first trip. A dangerous demon hideout like this is no place for training. Are you saying you don't need Vincent's help, beautiful maiden? Nope. A stiff-mouthed and stubborn mind won't help your situation at a time like this. Do you know what the weakness of the Demon Legion is? What is it? If you tell me your name, perhaps I can teach you. You slimy creep. I never asked for your help. Huh, you're a strange one. Seems I have much to teach you. You! I'm too soft of heart. Well then, allow me to show you these combat skills in practice. Okay. And so you can deploy up to 4 heroes in the north, but you can only send 3 into battle. So I guess it's just 1, 2, and Oliver. Right. So Oliver, Ilucia, and I guess Lena would do it. Let's begin. When it comes to enemies like demons, the most difficult situation you'll face is when they appear in groups. While their attacks may seem to be irregular, they actually follow a strict sequence. If you're just here to recite this common knowledge, then I'm leaving. Don't tell me your beauty is your only virtue. The enemy won't find that very appealing, my beautiful maiden. Actually, your swordsmanship is superb. However, your strikes lack a certain kick, which limits you to proficiency in one-on-one duels, am I right? What? Come, let Vincent teach you how to put that kick into your swordsmanship.
どのような状況？
準備はバッチリさ。
Well, let's just see how this goes. Oliver assassination
どのような状
there.
況ですか？
Maybe I'll
加工室
try
の
in
ために
here and have Lena. Maybe just march forward and toss out a black hole on these two for now.
今です。
Not quite enough damage to kill. So, what should I do? Do not treat the situation before you like a performance or a test. That will only add to your mental pressure. You must learn to kill the enemy. Cut them down with force. Cut them down. Got it.
加工室のために。
Tidal Surge, Tentacle on Oliver. Melee attack on Oliver. Oh, a lot more enemies spawn. Oliver's just ripping it up with the Extreme Magic Bow set. Well, let's just have Ilucia fight against that cuttlefish.
準備はバッチリさ。
Guess I'll have Oliver range attack this cuttlefish
ターゲットは？
and start maneuvering.
今です。
southwards. Still more enemies spawning. Wow.
追撃しろ。
Does that mean they die? Ilucia ally is defeated. Yeah. Was it a few too many? It shouldn't end like this. Haha. Seems even knowing all this fury is not enough to defeat the Demon Legion, Master Vincent. That's why the word accident exists. Though, of course, I know another way to deal with this thorny situation. Remember everything I say from now on. When encountering an enemy that is less powerful but greatly exceeds you in numbers, there is only one thing to do. That is, run! Huh? Whew. Think we're safe now. Thank you, Master Vincent. Huh. Your home is the Caconsis Royal Palace? Yes. What's with that reaction? Are you not going in? Although I don't want to admit it, you really did save my life just now. Interesting. Why are you reacting strangely like this? Nothing. I just suddenly remembered that I have some things to take care of. Oh right, I still don't know your name. You can call me Ilucia. Alright then, Ilucia. You are safe now. As for your gratitude, you can thank me later. I look forward to our next meeting. Hey, I never promised you anything! Are you ready, Ilucia? If you lose this time, you'll have to promise me something. I will definitely defeat you this time, Vincent. That's my Ilucia. Such confidence, it really is touching. Save it. You slippery sweet talker. Don't think you can defeat me with compliments, Ilucia. I'm here. Lady Ilucia, are you okay? Remembering her past romance? Okay, so Vincent is not defeated. Send 3 or less heroes into battle. There we go. I'm sorry, Lady Ilucia. Was I too loud? Did I give you a fright? I'm sorry, my princess. I'm just... Are you thinking of a bad memory again? Is it because I'm always pestering you to tell me stories, so... It's fine. I just suddenly remembered some matters of the past. Don't you worry, Lady Ilucia. I'm going to work hard to become as amazing as you. Then you can be happy about everything, right? Of course, but it's getting late, my princess. Alright, I understand. I'm going to go back to my quarters to sleep. Well, good night then. Sweet dreams, Lady Ilucia. I've been here all night without even realizing it. At last, Caconsis has become as prosperous as I hoped. It's just that I thought of him again. Oh, my beloved Caconsis, please forgive me for my sins. 10 years. We haven't seen each other in 10 years, Vincent. If I appeared before you in a veil, you would still remember me, wouldn't you? Even if you've forgotten me along with everything else, I won't forget the crimes you committed against the country I protect. It's just that I still feel somewhat hesitant. Perhaps it's because of how you cared for me back then. Should I really kill you or not? Perhaps time is the only thing that can answer that. Isn't that right, Vincent? Huh. Well, her plot line doesn't particularly add anything to the story, I feel. I mean, we already had her fragmented story, so we know about her past. I don't know. But there we go. So, I messed up her Gate of Fate 4, but I did unlock this one properly, the Gate of Fate 5. So if I gift her some items... There we go. I'll be able to pick up... Oops. Scroll back down to finding her. Oh boy. So let's grab that bond for the 45 crystals and go back and grab Oliver's bond as well, which is the 4th. Oh no, using Oliver unlocked using Oliver unlocked Ilucia's bond. Yeah, so there was nothing to unlock for Oliver, and unfortunately I totally missed this one. Yeah. Well, so be it. As I said, it's not like I'm ever going to use Melania anyways, so she'll just sit without that bond. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.